Akim from Sennheiser. How are you?
Excellent.
I know that you guys have had another busy year. One of the things I love about Sennheiser is the diversity and the range of products that you have. And I know that we're going to look at a bunch of different things. And the first one I think you're going to show me is the stereo mic.
Yes. And we're happy to show the stereo mic. Last week we showed it at Consumer Fair at IFA Berlin. This week it's here for our professional customers. And it was the missing part in the mics we have for DSLRs. We have a long shotgun, a short shotgun, but of course more and more people asking for stereo. And we wondered, well, okay, just doing a stereo mic, what's so special with it? So we needed to create some competitive edge, something which really is cool. And it's not just the shape. The shape is kind of unique with this V shape. You wonder why it has this shape. It's two miniature shotguns inside the stainless steel grill here, and they are not looking left and right away from your object, but they adding up. So the polyp pattern is very sensitive in direction of the lenses, and then you capture the ambience of where you're shooting at. So the aim was, I want to match what I hear to what I see. That was overall the goal. The other unique things about it, typically these kind of mics on DSLRs have suspensions against structure-borne noise where the camera is, the mic is mounted. Now you see this is fixed here on the hot shoe because the suspensions are within the grill. That's why it's a bit bigger, but both mics are suspended within the grill, and that gives extremely good rejection of structure-borne noise. The cable, and we're always developing products with our users, and typically on these mics the cable goes to the back. So connecting it to the camera, the cable is in the way on your screen, on your buttons. So we put the cable in the front and put it to the side so nothing is in the way. Wind noise rejection, really good with that stainless steel grill, but optionally you also get a dead cat that fits on that. Really nice product, and it's been introduced in June, and so far very well received, very well reviewed by professional users, but also by enthusiasts in the DSLR section. I think we got a winner here.
How's that powered?
Powering the mic, of course, it needs external power. It's got two AAA batteries built in, which you also can use rechargeables. And you see on the switch, if the battery is fine, it's good for 100 hours of operation. So really long time. The other switches which you see here is one is a roll-off filter, so to cut a little bit the low noise, high pass filter, and also the sensitivity of the mic to set the level according to the camera and according to what you shoot.
I was trying to think of a phrase to describe it, and I thought it's an uncrossed pair.
Yeah, it's not a, well, there are XY mics, so why not saying this is a V mic, right? It's like this, but it's more like that.
Absolutely. I believe you've got something in your pocket.
Yeah, I got something in the pocket. Well, there is a couple million of users of GoPros in the market, and as soon as you put the GoPro into a protective cover, which comes with a GoPro, the upside, the benefit is the GoPro is protected. The downside is you put the mic in a box and the sound is gone. So either you work with an unprotected GoPro or you have no sound. What's your choice? GoPro launched a so-called GoPro Developers Program earlier this year, and we are the exclusive, so far only, audio partner for GoPro when it comes to audio, when it comes to microphones. What we developed, and we're currently field testing it, it's not yet on the market. What we developed is based on the professional technology what we have, a mic which is underneath this this furry cover, which is waterproof. I wouldn't go scuba diving with it. However, if it's underwater, as this originally was based on the technology we use for stage microphones being sweat-proof, by definition is waterproof. With the cover, it is wind-proof until up to 40 miles per hour we're testing, and it's resistant against dust, snow, mud, whatever you want. The mic is underneath. You can clean and change the cover, and it's under here. A tiny little Omni mic covered by this for mud and for wind. And the product which we will sell is not just the mic because you wonder how to mount it. The product we will sell is the entire back door. So you change the back door of the original cover, and it also works with the spare battery. So you see the spare battery of the GoPro here, because the internal battery doesn't give enough lifetime. There is a connector. You just have to connect it, put the GoPro back, take the original door off, put that door on, close it back, and you're ready to film whatever you can do with the GoPro as such. We're currently doing A/B tests, and we're demonstrating it here at the booth, how it sounds with and without the mic. Without the mic, so filming like this, well, nice filming, but you have to dub it. You have to put sound to it, because all you get is little rumbling and little structure-borne noise. With a mic, you even can listen to the voice of the downhill biker or the surfer while he's doing his sports, and the camera is mounted to him. Not yet on the market. We're looking early 2017. And being part of the GoPro Developers Program, pretty proud of it. And we know there are millions of users who have that problem.
I'm fascinated to ask, how on earth did you get the connector into the GoPro? Because there's no room inside
There
that
is a connector. Actually, there are mics in the market which connect to the GoPro itself. However, all of them are not resistant against the mics. As such, are not resistant against water and other stuff. The other downside is all of these connectors are too big to put the camera back in the housing. So this is the only solution which is keeping the camera in the housing, and also it's the only audio solution which currently is part of the GoPro program. So it will be like an official accessory to GoPro, being part of their developers program.
It's fantastic. Okay, we're up the noisy end of the Sennheiser stand. I'm with Tobias. Last year you showed us the 6042, which was not quite a product then. I think it's now a product.
It is a product, yes. Actually, we are shipping. EK6042 is available now, and we're really happy. It's really, all the feedback is overwhelming, and so we're really happy that we're actually shipping now.
And for clarity, for anyone that doesn't already know, this is a twin channel analog or digital receiver.
Yeah, so actually what we managed is we squeezed the analog technology as well as our digital 9000 technology in that small footprint. So you can run nearly any of our wireless transmitters on this receiver, which means Evolution Wireless G3, 2000 series, 3000 series, 5000 series, and for the first time in that form factor, a digital 9000 in long range mode. So that gives you all the possibility for every occasion.
So that's incredible for people that want to move up to a better
exactly.
higher level.
Yeah, it's a really easy way and convenient way for people who already own analog equipment. They can still keep the analog equipment, work with the analog equipment, and at the same time, when having this new receiver, move up to the digital 9000 technology and just buy digital 9000 transmitters. Yeah.
And by what magic did you manage to fit all of this stuff into that tiny box? You must have had your work cut out for
secret. Yeah. So yeah, it was tough. It was really tough. And of course, when talking about digital, also power is a big thing. So that was one of the headaches we had. But yeah, we also put a lot of effort this time, not just in actually squeezing those technologies in such a form factor, but also on usability. So we try to give some really nice tools into the hand of the user, which speeds up the workflow. So you don't have to do the usual scan before you start something. Some shoot, we have an auto configuration process, so you actually don't have to know what type of transmitter you're using. The receiver has the possibility to read out what transmitter you're using and automatically scans for an available frequency. So that speeds up the process and actually being ready for a shoot quite a lot.
So out of interest, if the receiver in that mode sees too many transmitters, if it sees 3 transmitters, how does it deal with that?
Yeah, so actually what it's doing is, of course, it's using the infrared, it's making use out of the infrared. So you have to have your transmitter in front of the receiver. It's being read out, and then of course if you have, like in a press conference scenario, you have several transmitters already up in the air, that is fine, because that is what you usually do when you do a scan. It's recognizing the other transmitters, trying to avoid these transmitters, and gives you a frequency somewhere in between where there's space for you.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
So we also have, what's also pretty nice is we also have the possibility to connect our computer to the device, and we have a little USB connector on here. So it doesn't even matter if it's a PC or if it's a Mac, because we have a little web server running on the device. So what's happening is, as soon as you connect it to the computer, it will tell you an IP address, and you just open up your browser, type in the IP address, and you're on the web page, and you can do really in-depth configuration of the device, give frequency lists or coordinated frequency lists you would like to use, bands you would like to work in, and of course do firmware upgrades and stuff like that, or export all the settings to a file, to a configuration file, and then load it up into another device. So if you have like 10 or 20 devices in your pool, all needs to be configured in the same way, you just have to do it once, and then you just load the configuration file to the other device.
Which I would think would be very useful for reality type jobs.
Yes.
And very useful for hire companies.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a new product, so I guess there's a whole bunch of accessories to go with it.
Yes, so what you actually can do is, of course, it's a camera receiver, so it's used to run in the camera. So this is the way how it's configured at the moment. We have adapters for Panasonic camera as well as for Sony cameras. And the adapter which is working for the Panasonic camera is also working in the sound devices super slot format. So if you own a sound devices SL6, you can actually fit it in there, and it's a really sleek interconnection there. So this is the way how you run it in the camera. We also have the possibility to run it in this sleeve, so if you would like to have it externally in a bag, we have all the outputs on the back side. We have external powering, we have analog output, we have AES output, we have even a headphone jack, so if you want to connect your headphone to it. And then on top of that, if you want battery power, we have a battery sled which goes on top here, with 2 BA61 batteries out of the 9000 series. And the cool thing about that, they are hot swappable. So I can actually remove one battery, the receiver still keeps running, take a fresh one and plug that in. So that gives you unlimited running time.
Out of interest, this is completely out of interest, is that the same battery as on my AVX transmitter?
No, it isn't. No. It's from the 9000 belt pack.
Okay, got it. I like that you reused something from another product.
Yeah.
And also it means if you're using them with 9000, you only got one kind of battery.
Right, exactly.
I'm with my namesake Simon from Sennheiser, and we're going to talk about the Ambeo VR mic.
First and foremost, I'd like to talk about Ambeo. Ambeo is an umbrella for 3D technologies within Sennheiser, and the Ambeo VR mic deals with the capture. So this is a 360-degree capture mic. I'd just like to take the top off. It's a microphone that is a tetrahedral cluster. It's an ambisonic mic. It's the first ambisonic mic that Sennheiser have produced. It was designed and built with creators in mind for VR capture, to capture that spherical 360 audio with the video. And yeah, it's our first embark on this.
And I'm recognising it as the classic tetrahedral
Yes,
array.
yeah, it's a tetrahedral structure. It basically delivers A format.
An A format is a separate output for each of the 4 capsules.
It's basically 4 stems that you record in a particular order that gives you your A format. The order is very important. The level that it's recorded at is very important. And then once you've got those 4 stems, you can then put that into your relative DAW that you're using, your digital audio workstation, and then from there you use our A to B encoder. The A to B encoder is a plugin, and it will be in VST, AEX, and VU format, and it's on the screen here.
Show me round.
As you can see, the input section has the color identification and the channel number identification, and then you have a rotational feature in the front, because when you record your 360 video and you record your audio, you may have forgot to align the microphone with the front, and you'll do that in post, and once that aligns, you're fixed. And then you output to B format. These 3 buttons here are whether the microphone is fixed up, upside down, or end fire. When you're in B format, you have basically what's called a WXYZ file. The W component is an omni component. The X, Y, and Z are the 3 axes, so you front, back, left, right, up, down. And then once you're in B format, you are then into your post-production workflow however you see fit. It's not really standardized yet, so it's...
And so from B format you can process back out into 5.1, 7.1, stuff with heights.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
That's fantastic.
I mean, this is a first, as I said, it's a Sennheiser's first ambisonic microphone, and it's Sennheiser's pursuit to shape the future of audio, so it's cool.
I'm seeing from Sennheiser this year a lot of solutions that are very well worked out in terms of simplicity for end users. Does this do the same thing?
It is. One thing I will say is we embarked on a creators program for this product, and it's really something that's been adopted very heavily for this particular microphone. We've been talking to creators, interviewing creators, listening to production houses, having this microphone in the field for 8 to 10 months now. And it's with the creator in mind that we've come up with this concept, and that we know that it will work in the field because it's been designed and built with the cooperation of the creators and the producers that are working in VR right now.
And is this a product that's available now?
The product will be available in Q3. We hope to have it on the shelf in November.
And we're in Q3, so we're nearly there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're in the comfy corner, and we're in our squidgy chairs, which is lovely.
Appreciate that.
And I think we're going to talk about headsets.
Yeah, we're talking headsets. We are in the headsets for professional commentators with our broadcast customers, of course, for a very long time. Very successful there. And we check back with our users what to improve. Where is even for us room for improvement on our headsets. And they said, well, on one hand, there are certain issues we even could improve on the microphone, so that is what we did. And we improved primarily based on new materials we're also using in headphones. We improved the wearing comfort. These guys are in their commentator boxes for hours and hours and hours. And with these new 27 series, which consists of 3 models, it's unparalleled wearing comfort. It's very nicely isolated against external sound, yet you don't sweat underneath, and you can wear it and you hardly feel that you're wearing a headset. The technologies, the headsets are based on, both we typically use headbands. The difference is the microphone. So there is one model which is called HME27, which is the electret version, the condenser mic, and the new dynamic mic, which is called the HMD27. Now, there is something else very special with one model, which is this switch here. And it says A&R on. So based on the noise guard technology, which Sennheiser uses and always improves over 30 years now, we integrated noise guard into these headsets. You even don't need, and this is one of the novelties, you don't need batteries, you don't need any power inside the headset, but it is powered through the commentator phantom power. So that is pretty unique, because then you have noise compensation in your headphone, which even improves the wearing comfort and the working comfort for the commentator, and you don't have to have batteries. Cables are interchangeable. This little patented technology here, very simple but very efficient, is isolating against structure-borne noise from the cable. So we're looking forward to work with our professional users on these headsets and make them happy that they got a new working tool for their boxes.
And in terms of the capsules are similar to the 26?
Well, the microphones are new.
Yeah.
That is the main improvement over the 26s. The headphones are extremely similar to the 26s, and we also carry on with 26s because there are, and as we chatted, there are a lot of existing fans of the 26s, and we keep them in the program and put the 27 on top as a new range.
Fantastic. Tell me about Hand Mic Digital.
Well, 3 days ago there was an announcement by a company based in Cupertino, California, who want to launch a new version of this guy, and the new version is more or less looking like this. So the good old 3.5 is going to disappear, and we since last year we have a collaboration with our friends at Apogee in California, working on converting microphones, creating digital microphones that directly work with a lightning port, which has several advantages. A, we don't need the 3.5 anymore for that, but also you can optimize the sound and the converter and the preamp to the individual mic. Last year we introduced two models which are tie clip lavalier wearing style, the clip mic digital and the MKE2 digital. They are on the market since last year, and now here at IBC we're following, of course, that route, and the new model is a handheld mic, which is a dynamic type. So it is very rugged. It's very rock solid built. Has the right weight.
Has a good weight
of what you would expect. It's a derivative of the Evolution 835, same capsule, same directivity, and very rugged even for outdoor use. And same here, the converter is built in, the preamp is built in, and this guy works directly into your lightning port. So the typical app that everyone uses, for example, Filmic Pro, it recognizes the mic, and you're ready to go to shoot your video or to do your audio recording with a handheld mic. What's also worthwhile mentioning, it comes with a stand, so if you do your podcast, if you do your home recording, if you have your own internet-based broadcast station, the stand, nice looking stand, comes with it, and it also shipped with two cables. So it is not just the lightning cable, but you can change the cable here. It's a smart connector built in, and change it to a normal USB cable. So you have a USB connector here to work with your Mac or with your PC.
I love that companies are now working together so much more, and they don't seem to be afraid of each other so more. So you guys working with Apogee is brilliant. And I also love that you're now selling a kind of complete solution.
Well, that is always our intention. Like you see here at IBC, rather than showing a bunch of mics, just like we did with the headsets, we're doing here. We have all range of iPhones in B-script cradles, and with light, without light. We always show this is what you do, and then you go like, oh yeah, I'm a DSLR fan. I'm filming with DSLR. I'm working with smartphones, and then you can go, here's our offering for you. And this is how Sennheiser is able to improve the audio.
Brilliant. Thank you for your time. See you next year.
See you next year.